And I think what he said limitations is you can't have this open conversation for like just open-ended conversation for any length of time with any agent at all. Like that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Like you can't just have like this conversation that you want to have with her, or whatever. You just can't have that. And that's the biggest limitation because that's what we all want. We all want that agent, that robot that we can just have a conversation with and just sort of like see where it goes. And like, that would be amazing. And I wish we were there, but we're not there yet. And so what we have is a very limited and very flawed system of ifs and whens, basically. I mean, we've gotten much better at it. We've gotten much more elaborate, and we have systems that can do amazing things. But at the end of the day, it's basically what it comes down to. We're still in the weak AI field, and we're sort of scratching real AI, this sort of generative AI. Until we get there, we're still designing with very primitive tools. And within those primitive tools, we have to be very creative. And I think that's what he was getting at. He was getting at, you have to be super creative. And I look to, as an example, people that were writing sonnets. Do you remember those sonneteers back in the 18th century or 17th century? Sonnets have a very conformed structure. And so there's not much you can innovate into that structure of a sonnet. But people were getting very creative in the types of sonnets that they would create. So that's kind of the way I look at it. Like we have this format, which is the best what we have right now and what we can work with. And within that, it's a question of how do you, as a conversation designer, using all the psychological tricks you have in your handbook, how do you create an experience that's delightful and that's fun and that's helpful and informative and within those limitations? I'm still working on it, and it's always a fun challenge, but I don't think it's changed.